So this is Cynthia Rowley collection. We're in the pool, and model's gonna walk around. I don't think they're gonna swim. Maybe that would be a next step for Cynthia, but I think it's pretty creative and quite unusual space to do a fashion show. So looking forward to have a great show. Thank you. May I ask, what is your name?
Ali Egan.
Ali, what is your capacity here? What do you do here?
I'm the president of Cynthia Rowley.
You're president of Cynthia Rowley?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah.
How did you guys pick up such an amazing idea to do in a swimming pool? The last show, I was amazed with the rollerblades, and this time you...
Well, we had to outdo ourselves, so we got creative and we found this place, which is just so beautiful and such like a vintage New York hidden gem, and that I think kind of embodies the collection as well. And you know, we're known for like our element of surprise, and I think that is not going to be lacking tonight.
Do you think the next show maybe could be underwater and with maybe a rain and like a more three-dimensional? Are you guys planning to go this route? Because it's beautiful to see the garment with like a 3D with the drops of water in front and the back and with a little bit of wet.
That's a great idea. Well, we'll need your help for the next show.
Okay, what is your Instagram?
My Instagram, it's Ali_B_Egan, EGAN.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
May I ask, what is your name?
Tasha Tobias.
Ksenia Edwards.
Tasha, I noticed that you lost your voice, but you still came to a fashion show. How it's happened that you lost your voice?
Too much networking. Yeah.
It's a fashion week.
Yeah.
What is the expectation for you for the Cynthia show? We're at the swimming pool, so you think it's gonna be cool?
Yeah, I mean, very different from anything that we've seen so far, so I'm really excited to see how it turns out.
Have you seen her last show on the rollerblades?
No, we didn't, actually.
I mean, I saw photos.
Yeah,
but
we've
we
seen
weren't there.
photos online, but we weren't there physically,
But
so
it's cool. She creates like a story around the clothing every time with like the venue choice, so it's interesting to see.
What do you do?
so we actually work for a new Canadian print publication, Holler Magazine.
Holly Magazine. What do you do there?
So I'm the head of partnerships, and Ksenia is our editor-in-chief. Yeah, and so our upcoming issue is actually based around the art of storytelling. So we figure Cynthia's show is kind of perfectly in line with what we're looking to do for the upcoming issue.
Who is your favorite designer this season so far?
So far from what we've seen, we actually were at Sally Lapointe this morning, and her collection was amazing. Really bold, a lot of structure. So that was cool, but I'm sure Cynthia will be just as amazing, so we're excited.
May I ask, what is your Instagram?
Holler Magazine.
Holler Magazine, yeah.
So HOLR Magazine.
Thank you. Wait. Hello. May I ask, what is your name?
My name is Jenny Jen. I'm a blogger at New York.
You look very fashionable. What are you wearing today? Which are the designers?
I'm actually wearing my friend's design, Cynthia Rowley's design, and I really like her show, so I'm really excited about today.
Do you own any of Cynthia's clothes so far? Have you bought anything from her?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to.
We're at the swimming pool. Have you seen her last show on the rollerblades?
Yes, I did. Yeah, it's. I mean, this one is like another story to me. It's really fascinating, and I actually never imagined it could be in a swimming pool. So I'm really excited.
I'm thinking that next one we will have in the swimming pool actually. So when they will swim with the and the garment will be wet, and it's very interesting and with the rain.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah.
What's your blog is about?
What is that?
What is your blog about?
Oh, my blog is about fashion, art, and a lifestyle. You know, I always like trying to coordinate with all my friends who is also working in the fashion, and we collect the ideas about people in New York who are really have a passion in this industry. Yeah.
That's wonderful. May I ask, what is your Instagram?
Jenny Jen AFL. So it's JEANYZHENG AFL.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wait. May I ask what is your name?
I'm Lindsay Lopez.
Lindsay, what do you do?
I'm a fashion photographer. I work for various agencies around the city, and I sometimes model.
That's pretty cool. Only the house is allowed downstairs, but the other photographers and filmmakers like you and me probably end up upstairs here. But have you ever photographed Cynthia's collection before?
I have not photographed her collection before. This is my first time to one of her shows, but I just did Romeo Hunte and Alessandro Turcone. So I was photographing a few shows, but not this one.
Have you seen her previous collection with the rollerblades?
Yes, I have. I thought it was awesome. Very innovative.
Do you think models in a swimming pool, when everything is wet and it's the garment has more dimensions, it would be an interesting story?
Yes, absolutely. I think it's such an innovative. She's always so innovative in coming up with cool ideas, and I'm looking forward to seeing how the garments look when they're wet.
As a photographer, what are the challenges when you film wet? Because I was doing a show in Hamptons, and we had like 20 boats, like big boats connected together, and the models walked from one boat to another, so it was very shaky, and they just jump in the water. So we had firefighters putting the water on them, so it was kind of a rain. So everybody was in the covers, and so the cameras needs to be protected, but it's the effect of three-dimensional, like so the water in front and water behind, and they all like there is you can see not just fake like oil that we put when we take pictures, but actual real water when it's drizzling. So it has quite a bit of a structure for the photographer.
Right. Yeah, definitely. I think it depends. It's all about what type of photography you do and what type of photo you're trying to get, I think you could definitely get some cool moving shots with the water. Otherwise, a different lens would help out for action shots.
Which lens do you prefer?
Well, right now I use portrait lenses all the time because I do a lot of close-up portrait photography. So like 1855, anything that can get me close up, I like to use.
But in a show like this, which is a movement and a structure, how far? What's the speed do you prefer?
It depends. I like to go auto on my regular camera. I do an auto speed, and I usually move my my lens a little bit closer because I like to get portraits. I don't really do like full body shots normally. That's not my type of photography. I do a lot of black and whites and a lot of portrait photography. So for my last previous shows, I actually did some here up. The guy had huge hats. So I like to do stuff like that, like very artistic face shots and stuff.
What do you do with your pictures? Do you sell them? Do you go on Etsy? Like, what's you publish in magazines? What is the process for you?
I submit my work to some magazines, and I've been on set because of internships and stuff of 17 and E! News and stuff like that. But basically, my photos are my own. I don't normally sell them because I like to keep them in my portfolio. So yeah, the only thing I do with my photos normally is I will let agencies in the city use my photos. So that's as much as that goes.
May I ask, what is your Instagram?
It is photoslayer_.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Lovely talking to you.
Wait. May I ask what is your name?
Denise Tatey.
Denise, what do you do?
I run marketing and sales for a jewelry company based in LA.
You're very fashionable. What designer are you wearing today?
This coat is Prada. The belt, I think, is Chloe.
We just saw Cynthia new collection with a swimming pool. What is your feeling? How do you experience that?
Well, I thought it was brilliant. I am a huge fan of Cynthia's. I've been fangirling her for most of my life, and I came to meet her through working with Speedo, so I know she's just like an avid lover of water, so it was pretty exciting to see her beautiful wetsuits and really fun watching them jump in.
Thank you so much. What is your Instagram?
Denise C. Tatey, T-E-T-I.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She was amazing. She killed it. I just was scared. I just put on a poker face. No, it was so good. You didn't even react when you saw me. What do you mean? I know.
Can I bother you for 30 seconds?
Sure. Oh.
Can you talk about your collection?
Oh, that's a whole long thing. Can I just say I'm glad, I'm happy to be here in the London Towers, in their hidden pool, and
You're exhausted.
what's that?
You're a little bit exhausted.
I'm happy it's over.
Thank you.